Your garden deeper. One point to people. Just not waiting till you can. One point
An icon of the sport, Paul Bunyan's axe stands tall as the rise for game today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions
waiting
as we wait to see
till
who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware.
turn up!
Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the
Wake
participants
up!
from last year's playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth.
Let's go!
And Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So
Running through my head, running through my head.
the battle for the Axe has been built on close, contentious, hard-fought, down-to-the-wire games. That was not the case last year's Minnesota won in a blowout.
This is not enough.
Think how much that would help their recruiting. These two schools, they recruit the same kids, so a big opportunity here for Minnesota.
They recruit the same kids. They're built the same way, built on physicality.
Dude, with you.
Toughness. This
There's no
rivalry,
one
the
who-
Axe, all of it means something, and especially when you lost big the year before, you're going to have something to say about it today.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the ball out in the space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the
He can be free.
Harris will throw.
Running through my head, running through my head. All the things she said.
Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
This is not enough.
From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Down the field.
Running through my head, running through my head.
And they get home and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but
It's not enough. Woo.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
we're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's the pressure. Didn't have anything working. He just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Golden Gophers offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position.
What a jam.
Big game. You just can't wait to get back out there again and
Out.
build on that performance. David, last time
You like
he
it?
was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's not
You know he's excited to take on this defense.
it's just random in my shuffle.
The coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like,
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running to the left. Fights off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw. It's Baker. And it's incomplete.
Having
He
fucking-
tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Yeah, Nicole Smith.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And this running back is so dangerous.
Come on, come through.
He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. He showed all of
You know
those
what I do.
And the extra point is good.
You never gonna get it.
On the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he goes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away
West
from
Coast
deep in
beat.
their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they pick
I'm
up
something like a phenomenon.
It's hard to have success on wide
From
receiver
the
screens
front.
when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I know you like my swagger. You know it's trap when I come through. You know me, you know how I
Harris
do.
back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Go!
They were playing with fire on that return.
You know I'm trapped when I come through.
To the air on first
Can
down.
you like I
Makes
thought?
the grab.
You know me, you know how I
12
do.
after that completion.
Never
Now
gonna
down to
get
the
it.
12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Snags it. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It did, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. You've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Shouldn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
You know that I'm robbing.
And he's going to bring it up to the end zone. I know he thinks he can force every return, but sometimes
she don't want to leave, she vibing. I just left church, I'm wilding. She was at the field.
To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Let me tell you, I will.
They've been slow.
But something about you just tell you I will.
Play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Come on, Ease.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable.
No.
Really nice job of executing.
You know what I'm robbing.
Minnesota holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats.
Hey.
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
You were the thing, summer league.
Motion from the wideouts. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy
Get the
implications,
fuck out of here. Come on.
this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these
No,
two schools.
hey.
Appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun. Just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe.
You know that I'm robbing.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Harris will throw. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
I was thundering.
Touchdown, Badger! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This axe means so much to both Minnesota and Wisconsin. But, Jesse, my question is, have you ever used an axe?
Improperly, and I almost chopped off my ankle once upon a time. You know, in Canada, we have to use axes quite often. We have fireplaces and it gets very cold. But not like this axe right here. None as valuable or as important to thousands and thousands and thousands of people the way the Paul Bunyan's axe is.
They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defense. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Downfield again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And how about that on the 3rd and 1 chess match? Defense wins the battle with the sack.
And they bring pressure, and Reese, I'm not so sure that was a regular pass rush blitz. I think that was a run blitz. I think they maybe thought that was going to be some sort of short yardage type run, and they shot an extra defender into a gap, and man, it paid off.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Baker. The sweet feet buy a little time. Unleashes one. That's caught. It's Pugh. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something.
There we go. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And a lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want. That was really smart.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Might as well stick with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Off play action. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments.
The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled on my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Baker. Rush is on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. And the punishment has been extended. Fellas, I tell you, the Gophers are starting to give the Badgers the business end of that axe.
Yes, they are, Reese. I tell you what, the Gophers taking the lead in this rivalry game late in the ball game. Palmer, they are set up with the way they're built. They're in a good spot.
Yeah, when you think back to all the great games in this rivalry between these two schools, it usually comes down to the team that's the most physical. And so far here, it's been the Gophers being physically dominant in the trenches.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Badgers are flying down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Harris back to pass. Setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Trying play action. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd down play from the gun. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Baker. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Just put your bitch like water. Splash on your bitch with the water. My bitch, I keep it wet like myself. Bitches big, dark skins, and the red.
Second down as we open the final
That's right with headphones.
From the gun, running back gets the gift.
You got to go for your wife.
To the 39-yard line, and they'll move
The
the
bitches
chains.
are tight.
He's up to 94 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a
I'm a fucking
1,200-yard
dyke.
season.
That bitch, I'm a dyke. Manifest like a dyke. Man-made like a dyke.
Chance just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows that.
I pull up and fuck on your dog.
Splash on your bitch with the water. I feel like I'm 21 Savage.
I pull up and fuck on your dog. Water. 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 Water.
Okay, water, drip, water, splash, water. I drip on your bitch like water, drip. I splash on your bitch with the water, splash, water.
Because it only takes one play.
Do you like it? Who knows? It's fucking tight. I drip on your bitch like water.
Or is it, are you sweating more?
No. He's not being literal with dripping water on this young lady. Well, here's another song called Water.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 17 over
Class and you can never be late.
circle back to this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Which one?
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Downtown. Oh, you're going to West End.
The next closest on.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Harris will throw.
You didn't know.
Rice, man. Because every time I buy it, you don't use it, and then I got to dump it out.
I use it very rarely.
Yeah, so I stopped buying.
Then when I want it, I need it. For my coffee.
Don't get it.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And it's nice to be a QB in this
Got that water. Yeah, got that water.
Huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Lost to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built
this game out? No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point was good.
What's up, man?
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. But Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll move the wide receiver. Harris back to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll give it to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way through. He smashes his way through again. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Now facing a 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting to run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Baker. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback making checks. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the BA Sports College Football.